Now, this test is measuring what we call near-far quickness, and this measures the ability of the person to change their focus and focus clearly on an image that may be in the distance, then to a target that's going to be closer to them. So this is measuring both the eye's ability to focus, but also the eye muscle's ability to converge, so to come in on a nearer target and to diverge onto a distance target. Now, the lens inside our eye is controlled by muscles called ciliary muscles, and what they do is they change that shape of the lens. And as the lens shape changes, so does the focal power. So this, as we said, is measuring the ability and flexibility of that person's vision to go from distance to close, distance to close. So for example, if you're a back player and you're trying to control the field and you're going to be looking at your opponents, you may be looking and shooting an opponent player that's closer to you and then changing that focus quickly and rapidly to somebody who's in the distance. So this is measuring a really important visual skill. Now, playing speed can be influenced by visual processing speed, and your visual processing speed can be influenced by your near-far quickness. Now, as soon as we get to 40 plus, that lens inside our eye becomes a little bit stiffer. It becomes less flexible, less pliable. And also, the muscles that control it can become less effective. So we can sometimes find that as our eyes get a little bit older, this near-far quickness can start to drop off. And this is going to help us to assess that. So what we do with this is, once we've activated it, it's going to give us a target in the distance, and if I switch onto the big screen, then we might be able to see this a little bit more clearly. So we're going to have a distance target which will be presented to us, and when we've seen that, we're going to swipe on the phone in the direction of where the gap is. So it's going to be one of those rings that we looked at right at the start. Now, as soon as we've done that, we're then going to have a target on the phone, which is then going to be a lot smaller, so we're having to change our focus from distance to close. So if we double tap, so when we're doing the testing process, the player looks in the distance, swipes to the right. We then have another target on the phone, so we change our focal point to this, and we're going to swipe up. We're then going to go back to the distance again, we're swiping to the left, and then it gets back to the phone, we're going to swipe to the left here, and it's just measuring this ability to find, locate, and process these targets of different size and different positions, and this is near-far quickness.